Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In this video I want to talk about deferrable views, how it can help you with faster loading your application in Angular and what it could do for you. So deferrable views is a new feature within Angular 17 and it has the add defer, add placeholder, add loading and add error um, syntax. It has the same kind of syntax as the control flow, the add if or add switch in Angular, and that has a good reason for it because it's better readable and it helps the developer to write better templates. So it has different triggers. So a deferrable view will become into view when on idle or on viewport. For example, you have a lot of content on your page and you need to scroll down. When it comes into your viewport, it's going to be loaded. On interaction, when you click on an element, it will come into your view. On hover, when you hover an element, it will load the element. On timer, it will come into the view of your end user or on immediate. An example of a defer syntax would be like this. So we wait for a large component and in the meanwhile we are loading an image. In this case, the loading.gif image. So this is a little bit of an example that I will show you right away. But of course, first of all, I'm going to show you how it looks like in code. So here we have our h1 title, defer example. We have our div greeting with hello. And then we have our image, app image. And we have our placeholder, image placeholder, hover over hello to show it. We have here clickable div and on interaction. So when we click on it, we show our placeholder or image instead of our placeholder. So let's take a look how this looks like in our web application. All right, so if we now here click, we get our image, right? And you see that it has been loaded. If we go over hello, it will also come into the eyes of the end user. Some extra examples that I want to show you are the following examples. So we have here a defer on timer after 2000 milliseconds or 2 seconds. We show the image, then otherwise we have here an image placeholder. Same thing when on immediate, so it will immediately show the placeholder here 800 by 600, and then we have the on viewport 50/50 that we will show when you are scrolling down, right? So how does this looks like in the browser? Well, when I refresh it, you will see that after 2 seconds you get this image. You get also the image when you hover over hello, of course. We could also do clickable here, so we could get that image out as well. You have the immediate image or placeholder, and then when we scroll down, you got here the 50 on 50. So it's been loaded when it comes into the viewport, right? So great kind of examples, I guess. Great ways to handle your content on your page and to play around with having something that only needs to be loaded when the user the certain actions, like when you scroll on your page, you're only going to show certain components and use certain components when the user is viewing to that content. So you could have, for example, a component that is listing out certain elements for you. When you have the deferral or the deferrable views, you could add it around that, and when it comes into viewport, it loads that component and it's starting then, for example, an HTTP call to the server. It catches the content and it shows it to the end user. But when it's not on the viewport, it doesn't need to do this HTTP call to the backend to get some content for you, because the user is not looking at it, right? So it could help a little bit with fasting up your application and having a better user experience. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understand why this is a very good feature in my opinion in Angular, and why I think everybody needs to know how this works. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I definitely did. I think it's a great feature, and I definitely going to explore it in my applications to see how I can benefit from it in my applications. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.